Your offer is not the problem. I wish I had someone tell me this last September. I wish I didn't have to go on a journey of my own to realize this, but I did. Alas, we are here. It's 26th of September. We've got 4 days left of the month, and we have absolutely crushed our performance based on last September's results. So last September, we took the same amount of clients we've taken in this month so far. We've got 5 assessments booked in for the rest of the month, so we should beat that. But despite bringing in the same amount, we've 4x'd our cash taken up front, which tells me that what we are providing right now is 4 times as valuable as it was back then, because our prospects are willing to pay 4 times as much. So if you're sitting there and you've gone through the process of reiterating your offer 100 times, thinking about how you could sweeten the deal, discount or add value, add bonuses, and you've racked your brain doing this, then I want you to just pay attention over the next 5 to 10 minutes while I take you through some of the things that I've learned and I've implemented into our business to get the results that we've gotten. So inside of this video, we're going to cover why your offer is not the problem, despite what the marketing gurus online tell you. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to focus on instead and where to place your offer, because it's the order of events that dictate the quality of the experience. Now, you can see in the top left, Brand Hero is my new business. I'm really proud of the new business because I looked at the way we were taking in new clients at the start of the year, and I wasn't proud of it. It wasn't the brand that I wanted to be portraying to the world. The speed to lead philosophy, having someone inquire on an ad and calling them within 5 minutes, and if they didn't pick up, texting them and telling them that I've just called, and then texting them an hour later and sending 3 or 4 texts in the first day, making 3 or 4 phone calls to them in the first day. That wasn't who I wanted. It's not how I wanted our business to be seen or be experienced. Okay. And I could see our brand literally going down the toilet, down the drain in our local area. And if you have a local bricks and mortar business and you have a local area, you know your reputation is everything. Okay. So when I looked at it, I made the decision to change how we were bringing our clients in, and it's completely changed how we qualify, how we offer, and how we get results. And the quality off the back of that is just night and day. So where you place your offer is super important. And I'm going to talk about how you turn it all into a system. This is the state of most offers. It was the state of our offer last year. We would get a mobile number, an email address from someone, and then bang, it was game on. We're trying to seal the deal as quickly as we could. Okay. And the problem with that is most people are not in the buy now stage. They're in the shopping around. I know I've got a problem, I'm just not sure how I'm going to fix it. They're in those stages, and most people need some time to go from inquiry to giving over their credit card. Okay, fair? It's a little bit like going on a first date. This is what I equate it to. So if you just try and skip straight to step number 3, you can have some fun doing it. You'll probably get lucky a few times, but you're going to hit more strikes than home runs. Now, if you focus on your attraction game, you take care of yourself, you smell good, you have a good idea of how to take someone through an experience of, a first date, you're more likely to get to a stage where that step 3 becomes a higher possibility. And as a salesperson, so if you provide a service and you have to sell that service, you're a salesperson. As a salesperson, you want to set yourself up for as many yeses as possible, because it creates a positive flywheel effect. If you get 4 no's, and you have to deal with 4 no's before you get 1 yes, then whilst other people would tell you, that's a good metric, every no is closer to the next yes, I think that is just a really shitty way to live. It's not a very nice way to run business. It doesn't make you feel good, and I don't think that is the way it should be. I would much rather someone come to us for value, to have their problems solved, than me chase them down and try and pull money out of their wallet. Okay. So here's an example, a couple of examples of a value proposition. The first is, would you like to see if we're a good fit? That's soft. It's not as bad as how about you come back to mine and we can watch a movie. But it doesn't actually provide any value. Compare the top and the bottom to the one in the middle. I have a spare ticket to Bruno Mars on Friday night. Would you like to come? The difference between the statement at the top, the statement at the bottom, and the statement in the middle is the one in the middle has identified a gap. And the gap is this person that I'm asking out wants to have a good time. Done a little bit of research. She might like Bruno Mars. Great. Gone out and bought the ticket. Would you like to come? Out of those 3, which value proposition sounds like it's going to lead to a yes down the track? If you've picked the middle one, you're right. So I have a spare ticket to Bruno Mars on Friday night is just like saying, let's book in an assessment so we can see what gaps you're experiencing in the pathway or pursuit to the goal. And I can show you how we can help you get there. Okay. How I can help you from there. Yeah. Show you how I can help you from there. So what it's doing is it's putting the offer aside for a moment and just saying, hey, let's just meet. We're 2 human beings. I might know something that you don't know. You're experiencing this problem. I'm really good at solving those problems. So let's just meet and see what gaps there are. Not let's see for a good fit or apply to work with me or any of that stuff. That stuff is a result of micro analyzing and micro changing your process so far that you've created boundaries to working with you. If you look at your selling process and you've got a 30-page questionnaire or a 15-page questionnaire or 15-question questionnaire before they can even see your face, then there's a high chance that you've been burnt in the past by bad prospects, bad clients, and you've just put these big old walls up. But now those big old walls are stopping leads from actually engaging in your business. So if you're not getting 2, 3, 4 sales per week and you've got these walls up, then that's exactly what you need to focus on. So here's that picture series that I showed you earlier. This time, it's got some business context in there. So we've got a lead magnet, okay, something that's valuable, that's free, that doesn't actually require a lot of time and effort. If it's a PDF, well, chances are that's going to be less valuable than an email that hits your inbox at 6 a.m. every single morning. Why? Because the PDF just sits on your phone, you've got 30 pages to read through, where a short, sharp email that comes at 6 a.m. is telling someone, hey, I'm going to be there in your inbox for you to deliver you some information that is going to help you break through to the next stage of this thing that you're struggling with. So your lead magnet needs to be really good. The second thing is your assessment process needs to be really bang on as well. Because if you attract them, but you don't follow through on a really great time, then you won't get to the part where you make your offer and they buy in. Okay. So your assessment needs to really identify the gap that the lead magnet promised to solve. Okay. And we can see how you get some continuity here and you have trust and belief building. Sounds a bit like a relationship because it is, right? Because when someone trusts you with their money and their time to come into your gym or your service and get a result, they are marrying you. They're marrying you and they're disregarding the thousands of other options that they have. Because that's what marriage is. Marriage is going, all right, I'm choosing this one path and I'm going to stick to this one path. Once you've done your assessment and you've done it right, then the offer should just sell itself. It really should. It shouldn't be a matter of twisting their arm, finding a payment plan. If you've done your job right, they'll have the money, they'll find the money. Okay. So you should be focusing all of your attention on this attraction phase right here. That's your number one focus. If you don't have a great attraction piece, then you need one. And I would recommend a 30-day email sequence, one that just cuts straight to the point and promises the main result that you achieve for your clients. Okay. And once you have that lead magnet in place, then you can go to the second stage and focus on your assessment. And then you can focus on your offer. But like I said at the very start, your offer's probably as good as it's going to get. Like if you look at it from the outside looking in as a consumer, not an expert, because let's face it, like as experts, we absolutely fall in love with our methods and we think we've got the best method on earth. But as a consumer, all they see is exercise, nutrition, accountability. It's those three things, and that's it. So they won't pay more money for your wonderful method unless you can take them through this process and show them that you know what you're talking about. Your method rules, it works time and time again, and then that's when they'll pay you that premium that you're asking for. But it all starts here. It all starts with a really, really bang on lead magnet and great assessment. So in this video, what we covered is your offer is not the problem. Make your attraction game A+. Okay. So that means how you present yourself on your website, when people look you up on Google, your social media, in your inboxes, everything needs to point to the lead magnet. And don't get lazy. Don't try and skip the steps in the process. We're at a point now, whenever we get an Instagram message, we just send them back, hey, all of our inquiries go through our website. Thank you. The same thing goes for phone calls. When we get a phone call to our gym number, thanks for calling. How can I help? Are you interested in membership? Great. We've got a waiting list. You have to jump on our website, join that waiting list. Sometimes on the next page, a calendar will pop up. There'll be some slots you can book in for a strength assessment. If those slots pop up, be quick because they're scarce, right? So we're creating a system and we're pushing everything towards the one point of intake. We're not trying to sell in the DMs. We're not trying to sell on the phone. We're not trying to book an appointment from the phone. It's no, you have to go through the website. Okay. You're really, really strict on that. And that's how you create a system out of this. When you craft the perfect first date and you automate all of this, you'll have more confidence in pushing them through that one intake point. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you have gotten some value from it. It is a little bit on repeat because ultimately there's three things you need to fix in your business: how people view you, so your attraction game, how you identify their gap, so what are you going to fix, in the first place, because they'll have a fair idea, you will have a fair idea, but until you both feel it together, then you're not going to have anything to offer them in return for. There needs to be a problem there. And the only way to find that problem is through assessing. Okay. In the next lesson, we're going to go over levels of business, how to get unstuck. So if you're a person who trades their time for money, or you've been told to sell packages and results, not your time for money, and you've kind of made that first transition up a level, there's a few more levels that I'd love to get stuck into and teach you, because it's the difference between having a business that takes 40 hours of your week compared to a business that takes 5 hours of your week, or me in this circumstance where it takes no time of mine. I've built a monster for my wife. She's in quite high demand right now, but still she's probably only doing about 5 hours of floor time in the gym per week. Aside from training trainers, there you go. I've given it away. So the next level of business is actually having employees, and that's what I'm going to go through in these levels of business, and getting unstuck, because we were stuck for a long time. We didn't know how to ask for help. We didn't know how to get help in our business, and now we've got help. It is a far cry from where it used to be when we were just running the business by ourselves and trying to run a household, etc. So, one last thing, I've got this little business going now, Brand Hero. If you want a hero for your brand, if you want your brand to be seen as the best in your local area, and you want to really be proud of your processes of intaking clients, then hit me up however you can from whatever platform you're on, and we can have a chat. It's funny because this business is the exact same process of the fitness business. So how I intake you will be exactly how I talked about intaking your own clients. So the lead magnet for you is, I will look at your business and see what your attraction game is like, grade it, so you can see exactly how much traffic you're getting and where you're missing that traffic. And once we get past that stage, we'll have a chat on the phone. I had a chat to a trainer 2 days ago, and we just had a bit of a chat about the lead magnet, so the assessment of her business. We went a bit more deeper into how she runs things, and found a gap. Now we're working together to bring her business up from number 30 on Google. We're going to get her on the first page, and we're going to absolutely crush her local competition. So I'm really looking forward to working with her. And my books are open, so I could probably only take on 2 or 3 clients per month at this stage. It's all one-on-one work with me. So I don't hire people in the Philippines, or I don't have anyone else working for me at this stage. So if you are interested, like I said, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, leave a comment on YouTube, or just get in contact with me somehow, and we can go from there. I'll assess your attraction game. All right, take care. See you next time.